We had magic waves this morning. I got the privilege of sitting up on the headland and calling out the colours on the UHF for the judges, and it was a treat actually. There's a lot of glare in the mornings here at D-Bar, so we sort of need someone up on the headland just to call the colours paddling onto the waves. The judges can see the riders, but it's just a little bit hard to see the colours. So I was lucky enough to have the privilege of doing that this morning for the Queensland State titles here at Duranbah.
Absolutely.
And our next heat, what have we got, Steve?
We have, in the DK division, we've got the semi-final number 1. And that is going to be Daniel Leishan in the red, in white Mitch Curtin, and in yellow Justin Kirkpatrick.
Are we allowed to call out favourites, Stevie? I don't think we are we? We're not allowed to call out favourites. I know who I'm calling on this one. Should we put bets on under the table? No, it's not sports bet. No. But let's just we'll just leave it alone. I think we'll leave it alone. But
yeah, I've done some great trips over in the mentor wise with Justin, and he's such a great guy to travel with, and so I look forward to Juzzo coming with me next year, I think. Hopefully everything opens up for him on that situation with travelling requirements and stuff like that. But it's going to be a great little heat, this one. All Gold Coast affair. I think Justin's moved up here now to, he's got a unit up here at on the Broadbeach. So I think he's residing up here now, Papa, and he's joined the GCBC Bodyboard Club, and just get some Munster with the boys, so it'll be great. So it looks like the surfer in red out here is going to have a little sniff.
On the knee. Yeah, I can't talk highly enough about Justin myself either. He's a great person and a great competitor, and we're happy to see him down here today, and hopefully he can make it up for the Lindsay as well this year. Absolutely.
I spoke to him before, and he's amping on it.
So frothing.
It's going to be a great event once again.
So, as you can see here, we got Zaid Taylor from our last heat.
I don't know if he got that one. It was by that time the last.
And Cooper's little brother.
There you go. So, looking by what's going down, I think Zaid did take that one out right in the end. I'm not sure.
Oh, fair dinkum.
But we'll soon see.
You can also tune in on the Stacked app to see the live scores as the judges update them. So if you're wondering who won these events, if you're watching them live and you want to keep your finger on the pulse, you can download the Stacked app and get the live scores. We've got the rider in red, Dan Leeson, on his backhand on that wave.
Yep, a little snap reverse there, unfortunately coming unstuck, but nonetheless, still 17 minutes remaining. Dan's first wave with a 1.8 and a 0.9. Mitchy Curtin with a 1.73 to kick things off. Like I said, still plenty of time remaining.
So Mitch and Dan, I see a lot of these two guys on the Gold Coast here surfing snapper and scoring amazing waves with the GoPro footage all the time. I'm forever tuning in, just watching these guys get shacked. Like, they're just so privileged to live in such a beautiful location, as you know yourself, Stevie, as you grew up here. You spent a long time on the Gold Coast and northern New South Wales. It's such a beautiful spot, and very, very privileged to get so much amazing barrels and amazing waves down here.
Absolutely, mate. Yeah, it's very lucky to be able to spend a lot of time down here on the GC. In my little house up on top of the hill here at Duranbah. I lived there for 25 years, so this is my backyard for that amount of time, and I loved it. So good times.
Absolutely.
So the boys only putting down low scores here at the moment in the first semi-final of the DK. And still 15 minutes and a half minutes on the clock. I'd like to thank our sponsors here today for the 2023 State Bodyboard titles. Convict Bodyboarding Inverted, and our good friends there at Stacked Up, GCBC. Big shout out to Silas.
And Absolute Streaming for making this event accessible to you guys at home. So you can tune in and watch the event. And as Stevie said, the Stacked Up, so you can view your live scores as the judges lay them down. So we got Rider in yellow again, up on his backhand. Fortunately, just didn't get a very long ride on that one.
Yes. Very testing conditions out there today, but nonetheless, there's so many good waves out there. It's painful to watch sometimes, Papa.
Yeah, it's always hard, you know, but at the end of the day, everybody's got to compete in the same conditions, so there's no favouritism there, you know, everybody's either scoring the good waves or Rider in red with a little reverse spin, little forward spin, I should say, on that one, on the knee, in the Dropknee, first round of the Dropknee for the Queensland State titles here at Duranbah today.
So the boys only getting some low scores here. Justin with a 1.9 and a 1.6. Dan Leishan 1.8 and a 1.4. And Mitchy Curtin with a single wave of a 1.73. Dan only requiring a 1.71 to move into first. Mitch only requiring a 1.48 to move into second.
Oh, Rider in yellow had potential on that one, but unfortunately just come off the back of it. Now, she looks a little bit tougher out there at the moment, but as I said, everybody's got to compete in the same conditions, so I wish all the riders the best out there for the 2023 state titles here at Duranbah. If you're just tuning in, big thanks to the sponsors, Convict Bodyboarding, Inverted Bodyboarding, and this Absolute Streaming. This is absolutely magnificent. I'm having a ball down here, mate. This is so cool. I'm stoked to be a part of it.
Oh, it's awesome, and you know, it's what a great way to, you know, watch things. You know, technology these days has come a long way. I mean, to be able to watch it at home and have a beer or have some dinner or sit on the lounge and just enjoy it and just watch the conditions at home, I mean, like, it's priceless. I mean, so that's why we're going to use it this year. It was great to see how they did it last year in the future grommets, and as soon as I seen it, I was like, mate, we're getting that.
Yeah, no, we've got it for the Lindsay as well, and it's gonna make the event come to the next level, I think, and hopefully everybody can appreciate how amazing it is to be able to view it live. We've got Rider in red coming up now. Rider in red on the back end. Is that red, Stevie?
Yeah, that's red. That was Dan Leishan. So in the next heat, Papa, we're going to have an all Sunshine Coast affair.
Aaron might be a Goldie boy, is he?
Yeah, he's a Goldie. We have in red Lloyd Llewellyn, in white Jace Trims, in yellow we'll have Aaron Buxham, and in blue we're going to have Levi Frangus.
The boys are getting ready to paddle out now for the Heat 2 of the Dropknee division. It's going to be an exciting heat to watch this one. We've got Rider in white up now. Rider in white with a little forward spin. Rider in red was sniffing at that one, but didn't commit.
So Juzzo's just dropped in a 4.5 and a 1.9 currently in the first. Justin Kirkpatrick in second. Mitch Curtin with a 1.73 and a 1.73. Dan Leishan with a 1.8 and a 1.57. Dan, you require a 1.67. So still plenty of time, still 10 minutes on the clock, and there's definitely some good waves out there today.
Such a cracking day down here. Like, we've been very blessed just to get such magic weather. And as I said before, there's a little bit of swell coming in. We weren't expecting much, but there's been fun conditions for the competitors today. There's Well, here we go. We've got a little replay coming up here.
Definitely some contestable waves. There's a surfer in red, Dan Leishan.
Oh, he's got an on a bad wave there. If he can, he got a little cover up, but incomplete.
Yep, little shampoo there. Doesn't come out. No conditioner there, Papa.
I don't have that problem. Maybe my beard, maybe in the Papa Smurf beard.
No, great times down here on the GC. Love it. It's good to be back down here and enjoying the conditions. Beautiful conditions again today. Love it. I'm gonna stay another night down here. I love it that much.
Such a magic location, isn't it, mate? Even round the other side there is just absolutely picture perfect.
Yeah, it's beautiful. You know, so you got the, you know, the perfect point breaks of snapper, and then you've got the Tweed Coast. You've got Byron 45 minutes away, so it's a
The most
amazing
easterly
spot.
point of Australia, Byron is. Byron's a very popular location as well, and there's multiple Boogan waves between here and there and beyond, all the way down to Sydney. It's just bodyboarders having this east coast of Australia. We're very lucky.
Absolutely.
With the climate we've got here and the epic bodyboarding waves, you know, we're very blessed, aren't we, JB?
We're loving life down here on GC.
We're living the dream.
Very blessed.
I'd always say, Papa, that when it's hot in Brisbane, it's cool in Gutta. So, so that was our little go-to line when I used to live down here in the Gutta.
Stevie's he's the king of catchphrases. I went over to South Sumatra with Stevie last year, and he's just got a dictionary of catchphrases. It's great value. Now, if you're just tuning in, I'm Papa Smurf, and this is Stevie Ma, DK rider, bringing you the Queensland State titles from Duranbah Beach here on the Gold Coast today. G'day, guys.
Is our surfer in
Oh,
yellow.
surfer in yellow.
Nice.
Woo!
Nice little snap reverse there from Justin.
Little tail flick. Here we go. Ooh, off the back of that one, unfortunately. That was not a bad little move there from the rider in yellow. Rider in white is up on a not a bad wave here. Oh, unfortunately couldn't get around the section. Incomplete.
Yeah, so Justin currently out in first with a 4.5 and a 1.9. In second, Dan Leishan 1.9, 1.8. Mitch Curtin with a 1.73, 1.73. Mitch only requires a 1.98, so not very much going on. But here we go, the surfer up. No.
A couple of them were looking at that one, but nobody committed.
We have a next heat. We have a pretty much surfer in white there.
Got lucky on that one, didn't he? Got a little complete
Curtin.
spin.
So
We've just under 7 minutes remaining at the moment. Justin is in the lead with a 6.83. Dan's got a 3.7 and Mitch a 3.46. Here we go. The scores have jumped around with that last one that Mitchy got. Dan needs a 2.47 to advance, and Mitch needs a 3.94 to advance into first position.
yep. So that last little forward Papa got him a 2.9. So he's currently back into, Mitch has moved into second here. And Dan Leishan now requiring a 2.74. Probably do that in his sleep.
Now, yeah, I think so too. And now this next heat, if you're on the go, oh, here we go, rider in yellow.
No.
Unfortunately, he's come off the back of that one. But guys, I'd probably get your umbrellas out for this next heat. It could be raining. It could be buckets. We'll see. It is tough conditions. It's going to be the same for everybody out there. But a spare umbrella. JB's asking if anybody's got a spare umbrella. Now, I have seen a couple of the riders throw some buckets on the backhand, and some of them just rain on their forehand. And this next heat, I'm looking forward to seeing this one coming up with Lloyd Llewellyn in red, Jason Trims in white, Aaron Bucksham how do we say that one, Stevie? In yellow, and Levi Frangos in blue.
So yeah, 5 minutes still on the clock.
5 minutes remaining. Up, we've got rider in yellow and rider in red.
5 minutes left on the clock, 5 minutes. The heat two competitors pedal out from pit a little bit wide on the green button.
Yeah. It's good to be on the other side of the fence, so to speak, today, Papa.
It
and just commentate.
Absolutely. There can be a lot of pressure in competitions. It's only as much pressure as you put on yourself sometimes, you know. If you're confident in your riding and you've got years of experience, as you do, Stevie, in competition and free surfing, it should be a walk in the park for people like yourself. But it is good to sit back and be on the other side of the fence for a change, you know, and see it from a different perspective.
In white here.
Oh, white
Yellow.
and yellow. Yellow with the spin and the white. You might have got a little cover up on that one. We'll see what the judges come back on those scores.
Yes, and the last round of the
Rider
surfer
in red.
And last round of the Sunny Coast Bodyboard Club. We were blessed with some great waves up there at our local break up there at Duranbah.
Yeah,
And,
Blue Bar's, Y Bar's my local and Stevie's local. It's can be a fun little wave, can't it? And
Yeah, well, we've got some good waves, and
we did.
got some good waves to the final, and it was great.
How'd you go in that one? Did you go on that comp, Stevie?
Yeah, I ended up taking that one out.
Come through in the DK?
Yeah, I took that one out and just pipped Lloydie at the end. And
Lloydie's a tough competitor in the water, but
Yeah.
congratulations on the win last week. It was so good. I was down there that day. It was just such a cracking morning, wasn't it?
it was awesome, yeah. So,
We were lucky again. You know, we weren't expecting swell last weekend, but it come through with the goods and just really turned it on with the weather as well. Rider in yellow. Oh!
that was a nice little one. Juzzo.
Justin Kirkpatrick on the left-hander on that one, and we've got Ryder in red up now on his backhand as well with an incomplete forward spin.
Definitely some good waves out there, Papa. And definitely some little ramps to hit for the knee.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And Justin drops down a 4.5 and a 3.57. Mitch with the 2.9 and 2.5. Dan Leishon 2.17, 1.9. Mitch requires a 5.18 to move into first.
Rider in red. Ooh.
And Dan Leishon requires a 3.24 to move into advancing spot in second.
Rider in white. Oh, unlucky. That was had potential, that wave.
Yes, so another beautiful day here in the Gold Coast. I keep talking about it, but it is. It's just a beautiful day, beautiful weather.
You know, that was my chosen profession when I was in high school, Stevie, was actually meteorology. You know why? Because a weatherman gets paid to be wrong all the time.
Absolutely.
He's getting better with all the technology we've got these days. The weatherman can be on point, but back in the day, 10 and 20 years ago, they'd say fine and sunny tomorrow, and it'd probably hail or snow.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a tough gig.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be the weatherman.
Nah, all the technology they've got these days, it can be pretty accurate. There's so many. I mean, I myself, I run a surf report, Smurf report page, and it's hard to call it some days. You just don't know what it's going to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, in this one, we're still on 50 seconds remaining, and situation hasn't changed. It's Justin Kirkpatrick in first with a 4.5 and a 3.57. Mitchie Curtin in second with a 2.9, 2.5. Dan Leishan in third with a 2:17 and 1.9.
With 30 seconds remaining, unless the boys can come through with a big one at the end there. It looks like Justin's in the lead at the moment. Justin Kirkpatrick, oh, that's the win. That's the end of the heat.
So congratulations goes to Justin Kirkpatrick, taking that one out, and Mitchy Curtin in second.
Up next, round 2, heat 2 of the Dropknee division at the Queensland State Titles here at Duranbah Beach. We've got Lloyd Llewellyn from the Sunshine Coast,